Hey everyone, it's Kylie. Today I'm going to be filming my recommendations on how to get out of a reading slump. So first I want to point out I actually found my camera and I haven't used it in like 2.5 years, so I am still relearning it and all that jazz. I'm also going to find out if the filming on it is better or the sound quality. So if you could do me a favor and let me know what you think compared to maybe a previous video, I would greatly appreciate that. So now, getting into my recommendations. First and foremost, if it's just like a really bad reading slump, just take a break. Just take a few days and dive into a different hobby. For me, I like to turn to Sims, just, you know, a game that I really like. Sometimes I'll watch TV, just, you know, binge watch a show or something like that. I find that spending a little more quality time with something other than reading, yes, I know, blasphemy, can just really help you appreciate reading a lot more and enjoy it better. So tip number 2 for me would be to give an audiobook a try. I don't typically reach for audiobook, but I find that if it's getting pretty bad, sometimes having someone like tell you the story might ease you right back into it. Kind of along the same lines is for tip number 3 is to just go ahead and try something new. Pick up a different genre. For me, I've just recently kind of gotten out of a slump, like I'm still in like semi-slump, but I've recently started with my book club, The Immortalist by Chloe Benjamin, and I don't typically pick up that genre, which, to be perfectly honest with you, I couldn't even tell you what genre it is. Probably, like, I don't know, adult contemporary. I'm not sure. Someone correct me. But I typically read a lot of, like, sci-fi and fantasy, so reading something new is helping, because I'm finding I'm starting to get really bogged down with a lot of fantasy. So along the same lines of being bogged down by something, my next 2 tips would be to pick up something light and short. Just, you know, short and sweet and to the point. I had a reading slump a few months ago, and picking up, I'm going to recommend a book. I picked up Sourdough by Robin Sloan, and that really, really helped. It wasn't what I normally read. Again, it helps with that too. But it was light, and it was fairly short. And I found myself very quickly reading a whole slew of new books, and it was great. I know this is kind of a short video, but I just wanted to put that out there because I've been in a slump recently. I wanted to end this video with a few recommendations of some books that I have just really loved this year. So I'm just going to go ahead and list them. The first recommendation I have is the Illuminate Files by Jay Kristoff and Amy Kaufman. I actually read all 3 of these books back to back, and I think they're so far the best books I've read this year. They seem like really big, intimidating books. However, the format that they're in, it makes for such a quick read, and it's just so great. I mean, you gotta read them. Just read them. Do yourself a favor and read them. The next book that I have as a recommendation that's real great that might get you out of a slump is The Last Magician by Lisa Maxwell. I read this after my worst reading slump ever, and it was just all around just real great. It was wonderful. You should read it. And then I actually listened to The Woman in the Window by A.J. Finn. And I listened to this on audio. Oh my god, okay. I listened to this on audio, and I definitely recommend that you do too. The narrator, she did such a great job, and she just really invested in the character. I definitely recommend it. And my final recommendation for getting out of a slump, because I think this one really helped as well, I read it about the same time as The Last Magician, is Norse Mythology by Neil Gaiman. This is about Norse mythology, and it was just a grand old time. And it's not that long either. I also recommend this one on audiobook. Neil Gaiman, he narrates it. I think he narrates like all his books, but don't quote me on that. It was really great. All those books were great. Let me know, are you in a reading slump? Do you have any tips for getting out of a reading slump? Go ahead and comment them down below. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, night, whatever it is where you're at. Bye!